Hello everyone, it's Christina. Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about tracking in our planners. So let's get to the details. Okay, so I am in an A5 Moterm rings, and in the front pocket right here, I am housing a 2022 Hobonichi Day Free. And I have it inside this jelly cover from Salty Katie. She's on Etsy. And what I did was I started making a list of all the things that I wanted to track in the new year. A lot of you, and including myself, a lot of us, right? We have trouble tracking the things that are important to us, things that we need to keep an eye on, things we need at our fingertips for a quick reference, those type of things, right? So what I do is I end up writing it on my daily pages, and then I come back to the trackers. Typically, that's what I do. Okay, I come back and fill in the trackers, like at the end of the week. Okay, you're not going to pile this up for a whole month. Okay, and so there are a few times that I say go update my tracker, and I write that sentence, that task on my daily page so I don't forget. So if you're not writing the actual thing that you're wanting to track on your daily page, then you need to write down go update your trackers. Okay? So I've made a list here of things that I want to keep track of. Initially, this was my list, right? And so I just wanted to talk through that today. And I also wanted to talk to you about, you cannot see yet, these are the inserts that I created. Well, not all of them I created. These two were purchased, these three were purchased from Peanuts Planner Co. And then this one I did create myself in Canva, completely 100% mine. Okay. So we are going to talk about this list. We are going to put those trackers in my planner, and we're going to talk about how we're going to keep up with them, where they're going to go in my planner, and, go over this list. All right. So the first thing I have is, and I didn't have this one pulled out, so let me just grab it real quick, is this one, which is also Peanuts Planner Co. And it is a 52-week year planner, or tracker, right? Or whatever you want it to be, right? There's so many possibilities. And so I thought maybe there might be a few things that I would like to track that maybe I could put on a 52-week setup. And one of those things is when I talked to my daughter, Allison, who is not living with me, and she's an adult. That's what she is. And so I enjoy our conversations, and I want to know, like, when's the last time I talked to her, right? And like, how much am I talking to her? We're in the process, hopefully, of setting up a weekly call. But those things like that are important to me. Maybe you have somebody that, you want to make sure that you're touching base with. And maybe you might end up putting that on a monthly view. So that's the next part. That brings me to the next part, which is monthly view. And by monthly view, I'm meaning this. Okay, this is a monthly tracker. But you could do a darker line or a highlighter every Sunday or on the Monday, however you want to look at it, down that column, and look at it from a weekly standpoint, right? And then I also have these that have just a weekly tracker, so you can kind of hone in a little bit more. But it depends on what you're tracking. If it's just a week, like I need to track this week something, and it's just going to be this week, then I would use something like this, right? So The other one I have, which I might as well just go ahead and mention, is I do have this style of monthly that I think this would be a great tracker for certain things. So that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted you to hear me think through which ones. I'm going to grab my pen here out of my planner if I can get a hold of it. I'm going to talk about which ones I'm going to use for these things. Okay. So the first thing is each video. What I want to do is I want to have track the views, the likes, and the comments. So I'm thinking, because it's just paper, you guys, I'm literally using copy paper, like normal Xerox, right? Copy machine paper, like just regular paper. And so I'm thinking maybe I put it on this view. Okay. So I could put up here the title of the video. And then what I could do is I could separate this block into 3 columns and do views, likes, comments, and track the video that way. And that's probably what I'm going to do. So let me grab something I do not even have over here, because why would I have a post-it note right here by my filming station? Okay, let me just grab this. All right, so this is each video. Okay. So that's that. Now I do have a backside to this, so I'm going to kind of keep it handy right here, okay? I'm also an Amazon affiliate. So on that one, I wanted to track my clicks and orders for each day. Do I want to do that? Maybe this one. I think that right now for the videos, the reason why this is important is because I'm still a small channel. People that are getting millions of views and who have millions of subscribers, they're not tracking their views, likes, and comments on every video. Okay. But at one point they did, right? Because I see every single click, you guys. Every single time you watch a video, I see it. Every time you click, give me a thumbs up, I see it. Every time you comment, I reply back. Like, I see everything. Every time you subscribe, a new subscriber, I see it. So it's important to me. It's important to me. I think also, speaking of that, that's not each video. That would be YouTube subs. Actually, I think I kind of did it right here. All right, so this one is done. I'm going to put a check mark. Okay. Amazon clicks and orders. I'm kind of thinking now that I'm looking at it, that maybe it doesn't go on there. I mean, I almost am thinking yearly for that one. I'm going to come back to that one. And so the other things that I want to do is Pinterest, followers, and monthly views. So that's kind of like a monthly recap. Let me write this down here. I'm thinking this is what this book is for. And I'm going to be doing a video on these things, you guys. So if this type of stuff is interesting to you, make sure you hit subscribe, right? You don't want to miss this. So Amazon affiliate. And maybe I do social media on a monthly basis, like at maybe the first of the month, the end of the month, you know. But I think that I would basically be printing out more of this view, because I can fit, you know, some things on here, but I can't fit everything. So I'm thinking actually that I'm going to need to print out some more of those. All right, Facebook groups, current needs modified. This one I was doing on a monthly basis and putting on there when I would, maybe I had it under social. Let me find it. So this is chicken scratch, but I understand it. So these were some of the groups that I'm in. And whenever I share a video that I've done, I was putting it on here and like seeing, hey, do these people like this stuff? I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste their time. So do they like it? I'm going to put it on here and show like how many likes and comments and things, and if my subscriber numbers kind of went up during that time frame, and based on like if I have any DMs and things like that, like, you know, which groups are liking it and which groups aren't. And so I was trying to keep track of that, and so I did have it on like this monthly view. Now that's a little bit scrunched up, okay? So what if, but oh, I don't know. I think that one would still work. So for Facebook groups, we're going to do like traditional month tracker. Okay. We're going to do, which I'm going to print that one out too, because I already have this filled out, this one that you guys, I just showed you. But it's on that same style, right? It's on this style. And I have that in Canva, so I'm just going to print that out. Okay. Then there was some other things that I just want to mark down and look at on a monthly basis. And so that is going to be on this view. Okay. Those are, am I spending time with God? Am I homeschool days? My workouts, feet care, and Dave. And by that, I mean, are we talking more deeply, not just day-to-day business stuff, but are we setting some time aside to talk about some goals and talk about just like our marriage improvement, right? So like deeper than just what's for dinner, right? How are the kids kind of stuff. And then the other thing obviously is YouTube subs, which again, that may be up here as a monthly recap. So on my daily pages, right? On my daily pages, let me just show you one instead of just talking about it, right? Because I'm on this video and all. Let's see if I can show you. I was doing it. Was it in here? Yes, it was in here. Look at that. Okay. I don't even know what's on this page. So here's my life. All right. So God time, AM school block, PM school block, exercise, feet care, Dave. Again, the same things. So I marked that out like that didn't happen at all, right? Because we had our haircuts, so we couldn't do that. And then I didn't update this. So that's the secret. In my opinion, that's the secret to filling out your trackers and to actually keep up with what you're trying to keep up with, is to write it on your daily page. Write it on the page that you're working off of each day. Because if you don't, you're going to forget. And I know, Christina, I'm going to remember. I can remember what I did yesterday. Well, good luck with that. Okay. Because I can't remember. Then the days and the days and the days and the days go by and you have nothing. Even here, I didn't update this. On that day, I didn't update it. So I sure as heck am not going to remember to update this if I can't even remember to do this. And look at my page. Okay. So that's what I'm going to try this year. That's what I want to write it on my daily pages, and I'm going to keep a record of the things. Now, there are probably more things than this, but this is my initial list. The other part that I just wanted to share very quickly also is looking at your processes. So we've been having some right when you get it all figured out, it's going to change. And I understand that. We have been toying with our nap times, right? So we started trying to take our naps in the morning, earlier in the morning, and then getting up, getting ready for the day, having lunch, doing school, so that the girls were up way longer, so that they were more tired. Because the whole thing that started that whole chain of events was they were struggling to go to sleep at night. So you're thinking, hey, you're napping too late, right? Because they're not going to sleep at night. So we tried that. And then there were some negatives associated with that my husband and I were like, we don't like this, because he typically comes home every day for lunch, and he wasn't able to do that because we were napping during that time, and he didn't want to wake us. All right. So things are going to change and things like that. So my whole goal, okay, my whole outlook, my whole intention with things, anything, is to make it the best that I can make it and the easiest that I can make it, so that everybody knows what's happening, so that I don't have to say every single step of every single thing. Okay. So what can we do to make this easier and better? That's what I want. If we're making it long and drug out and complicated, I don't want to do it. Nobody wants to do it. It's not just me. Nobody wants to do it. Okay. So I'm looking at our processes. How are we getting the food to the table? What does the whole meal situation look like? That's a big deal in my house because I'm here all the time. I prepare 3 meals a day. We do not snack. Maybe my husband and I might have a snack in the evening after the girls go to bed. But typically, we don't snack unless we go out to Wasilla and Palmer. Then we'll snack in the car. But typically, we don't snack. But how do we get the food to the table? What is the process? What is Alice? Excuse me. I don't even know why I did that to myself. Why I named my children that, but I did. What is Alex's responsibilities, because she's almost 7? What are my responsibilities for those meals? What is Dave's responsibility for the meals? What is Tony's responsibility for the meals? Yes, she's almost 3. She gets her own plate out, and I put those things in the kitchen where she can reach them. And she gets her own bib out, because again, those are down there where she can reach them. They're in the lower cabinets. Do things for yourself to make your life easier and better. Okay? But looking at our processes is kind of the next part of this part. What else do I want to track? January is the time. Okay? Figure it out. January, here we are. We're figuring it out. Some of us were kind of thinking that earlier, the end of last year, November, December. But figure out, it's kind of a busy time, right? Because of holidays. So you couldn't all the way figure everything out. But figure out this stuff right now. Here's your chance. Okay? To have everything for the year in your planner. Now, what I will probably do is these videos, I'm thinking that I will probably put, where am I going to put that at? I don't even know. Probably, the videos will probably go behind videos. The Amazon thing will probably go in my reference section. That's probably not going to stay out. Pinterest and Instagram, all that stuff. YouTube subscribers, that will probably go behind social. And then this monthly view with the God time and the school workout, feet care, Dave, like those type of things like that will go behind my calendar tab. I did have a tracker section in my planner before, but I didn't really like it like that. Behind my calendar section in my planner now on my rings, I only have the weekly view, which I do want to replace with this, and I'm going to come back to that in just a second and talk about that. And then I have like a kind of a mini divider subsection, and then I start in with my daily pages. So, that's kind of how that looks. The monthly view is in here, and this is what I'm using. Okay. Come on, paper. Fingers. All right. So, the weekly tracker, I'm not 100% sure. When I don't have it, I want it. And when I do have it, I don't use it. It's so annoying. I don't understand it. That's the way it works. So everything on here, I didn't really, you can see it. I didn't use it. You see this? I mean, I did our weekly meals, which is fantastic because that's like a headache in and of itself, but I didn't really use it. So then I thought, okay, when I take it out, I want it though, right? I just told you that. So what I'm going to try now, and yes, this is Friday, so the week's not even really over, is I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to put a couple, two is a couple, of these in my planner. Okay? And that's where they're going to live, right here. And then behind here, I am going to put this monthly tracker in. Now, actually, let me tell you guys something. There's going to be another video about this. I'm going to be talking about my 12-week year 2, because I'm starting that on Monday. And so I wanted to make a video on that. And so the planner will be greatly involved in that and how I'm setting it up. So if you are interested in the 12-week year concept, I will have some information in the description box below for you, but also just subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any videos that I do pertaining to that. Okay. The other insert that I do have here that I created myself is this one. And I've kind of been using it. When I have been on my social media roll, I have been using it. And so I am going to be sticking with that. As you can see here, this is kind of what we are doing. Okay. So I'm going to make those copies, add those in. I told you where everything is going to live. And then, like I said, when you continue to watch my channel, you will see more and more of these trackers, and I will do updates as well. But as I do flip throughs and plan with me's and things like that, you will continue seeing this build. I really am focusing in on what I need and using the things that I like to use. So if you have any questions, leave those down below. And until next time, bye.